Hello, if you're wondering why I am a sweaty mess and in the exact same clothes from another video, it is because I just finished recording your cardio workout. So if you've done that one, so have I, just mere seconds ago. And now we're gonna go into a strength circuit. So this is about a 45-minute workout. You're gonna need a pair of dumbbells, something medium weight. I would maybe have some options, okay? So there's like a low body section that has a lot of hamstrings and glutes. There is an upper body section for shoulders and an upper body section for chest and a little bit of back. So maybe like 10s would probably work for the low body and the chest and potentially the shoulders, but you might want a lighter option for the shoulder work. So have some things handy. Let's get you warm. We're gonna start by just jogging in place. So we're just gonna take a little jog. You can go high impact or low impact, whatever feels good for you. We're just kind of waking up the low body, getting those ankles, those joints ready to go, getting that heart rate up a little bit, breaking a little sweat before we get into the workout. In 3, 2, 1, let's do some hip openers. Open up that hip, bring it back, switch to the other side. Like I said, we have a whole leg section. And each section is going to have 4 moves, but the legs, the legs are gonna have, we're gonna do like an alternating section, and then we're gonna do everything on one side, everything on the other side. So it's a little bit more intense for the low body section. 3, 2, 1. Overhead arms, we're gonna take a big step back into a lunge, drive that knee, take the arms down, switch to the other side. So we get like a nice stretch in the full body in that lunge. And then we take that knee up as we take the arms down. 5 more seconds, then we'll do a death march in 3, 2, 1. We're gonna stagger the feet, one in front of the other, hinge at the hips, come down as close as you can to that foot, keeping a flat back. If you wanna make the stretch bigger, pop up on the heel, toe up to the ceiling, 10 more seconds, gentle bend in the knees. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Find a bottom squat, hang out here for a second, then straighten the legs, stretch out your hamstrings. Then we're gonna rock back to that bottom squat, hang out for a couple seconds, and then again, rocking back into that hamstring stretch, kind of waking up the hips, waking up the hamstrings. 3, 2, 1, come back to that squat, up and down, regular squats, sitting back on those heels, knees are following the line of the toes, chest is high. We know all our squat cues by now. 5 seconds, then we'll go into butt kicks. 3, 2, 1. You can jog it, or if you want to go low impact with me, I'm just stepping, but bringing the heels up nice and high, making sure we can kind of feel that little stretch, that little loosening in the quads. In 3, 2, 1, let's go into our quad stretch. Grab your foot, bring it up to your butt, 2 or 3 seconds, and then switch. Same thing on the other side. 2 or 3 seconds, and then switch. Nice little balance, nice little stretch. And let's go into side bends and twists. Side bend each way, and then a twist each way. Really, we're doing this for, of course, our side, but also our back. Love a good side bend and a good twist for the spine. In 3, 2, 1. This time we're gonna do a side bend, and we're gonna do a little circle. We're gonna come all the way to the opposite foot, to the center, to the other foot, other side bend, and up, then reverse it. Side bend, opposite foot, center, other foot, side bend, and up. Now let's try to smooth it out. So we're alternating directions, but we're kind of switching. What am I saying? We're alternating directions. We're just smoothing it out. In 3, 2, 1, let's do some arm circles. Big circles back. Say hello to the shoulders. A few more like this. And then give me some open and hug. Stretch out the chest and the back. So we have that whole chest section. So we really want to get things ready. We'll squeeze it a few more like this. And then let's do some diagonal. So up and up. And then we're just going to finish with the standing cat to cow. So a little bend, hands on your knees. We're going to round the back, trying to work our way all the way to the bottom, and then arch the back, taking the head all the way up to the ceiling. This is an easy one if you have a desk job that you can like take a couple minutes, Step away from the desk, step away from that low back rounding, that hunched position, and do this one. And even it out, come on up. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the low body. Now, I'm gonna pull my pregnancy card. I've got a lot of weight happening already in the front section here, and I just did your other workout. So I'm gonna go body weight for the leg portion, but I recommend you use a pair of dumbbells. I think you guys are up for the challenge. So I would hold like a pair of 10s or a pair of 8s, something just to give you like a little extra challenge. Like I said, we're gonna start with alternating and then we're gonna switch it from there. The first move is gonna be alternating airplane. So if you're holding your dumbbells, you're gonna frame the front leg, you're gonna take a gentle bend in that knee, you're gonna come down, taking that back leg up as close to the floor as you can, and then come back into standing and switch to the other side. So it requires a lot of balance, a lot of hamstrings, a lot of glute. We don't wanna rock the hips, we don't wanna open up. If it feels like too much, A, you can just make it a little bit smaller, or B, you can anchor that back foot, which I actually recommend more, is anchoring, and then you're still gonna get a huge glute and hamstring burn. We ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So take that leg up, supporting leg stays bent. We come down as far as we can with good form, so a nice flat back, head in line with the spine, getting a good hamstring stretch, squeezing the glutes to help us get back up, keeping that core tight to support that back. And we are switching legs every rep, and if we're holding the dumbbells, we are framing that front foot, or you could always hold one dumbbell and do oppositions. You could hold in the opposite hand than the front foot. 5 more seconds, don't rotate the hips out, keep them down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're gonna do alternating backwards lunge knee drive. So you're gonna hold the weights at your sides, you're gonna lunge it back, drive the knee, just like we did in the warm-up, just no overhead arms. We still have 10 seconds. And if it feels like too much or the balance is off, I will give you an alternative. 3, 2, 1. So lunge, knee drive, switch legs. Lunge, knee drive, keep switching legs. Keep going if this feels good. If this feels like a little bit too much, if we're losing that balance, we're starting to rock, do your lunge, tap your foot, drive it, switch legs. Lunge, tap, drive, switch legs, or take away the knee drive and just do the lunges. But if you're feeling good, that lunge goes right into that knee drive, so we get a little extra range of motion, we get a little low abs, 7 seconds, then we get to rest. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're gonna do alternating backwards lunges with 3 pulses. So dumbbells are still at your side. When we step back, we pulse 3 times, then we come in and switch legs. We still have 10 seconds. This first round is 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. 3, 2, 1. Pulse, 2, 3, in and switch. Pulse, 2, 3, in and switch. We're driving through that front heel. The knee is tracking over the line of the toes. We're keeping the chest high, shoulders down and back, head up. And we want to keep going, you're halfway there. We want to have enough distance between the legs where we don't feel tension and pain in the knees, but we don't want to have so much that we're losing our balance. 10 seconds, then we get to rest. See if you can squeeze in 1 more each leg. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds. Next up, we're going to do alternating backwards lunges into a hip opener. So just like in our warm-up, lunge, but then that hip is going to open, take it back, then switch sides. Lunge, actually, no. It just opens. Don't take it back. It does a full circle around back to a neutral position. 3, 2, 1. So lunge, open it up, back to neutral. Lunge, open it up, back to neutral. It's kind of like the knee drive, but the next level version of your knee drive. So it requires just opening that hip a little bit, maybe moving your weights out of the way or just having it happen in front of your weights. You're already more than halfway through it, and this is the last move. So you've got 4 moves in each section. We know all 4 now. 10 more seconds here. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so now we are going to repeat 30 seconds on, no rest. So we're still alternating at this point. The moves are the exact same. It's just we've shortened them and we've taken away the rest. Alternating airplanes in 15 seconds. Framing that weight or that foot with the weights, or doing opposition or body weight. In 5, I'll show you your alternatives. In 3, 2, 1. So this is going to be a much quicker round, 30 seconds instead of 40. Now, if you're using one dumbbell, you're going to do opposition arms. If you're losing yourself with that balance, you're going to anchor the heel. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Lift that back leg up. In 7 seconds, we're going right into backwards lunge knee drive. In 3, 2, 1, backwards lunge. Drive the knee, switch legs, alternating sides. We're staying up nice and tall. Chest is high, eyes are forward. And we are halfway there. 15 down, 15 to go. Big step back, get low. In 10 seconds, backwards lunge with 3 pulses. In 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, pulse, 2, 3, bring it in and switch. Pulse, 2, 3, in and switch. Keep going. Big step back, 3 pulses at the bottom. You can hold both weights at your side. If you're not feeling comfy with the weights, you have options. One weight against your chest works too. No weights works too. In 10 seconds, right into our backwards lunge hip openers. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, lunge. Open up that hip, take it back to neutral. Switch sides. Open up that hip, take it back. It gives you a nice chance to check in on that balance. Check in on that core and really work those hips. You've got 15 seconds, then we're resting. Nice big rest because we're going to switch things up a little bit. 10 more seconds. I know you can squeeze in at least 2 more each side. Let's go. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so we are still 30 seconds on, no rest, but this time we're gonna do everything on one leg, okay? So all 4 moves just on one side, no more alternating. We'll take a little rest to shake out the legs, then we'll switch to the other side. So in 12 seconds, decide what leg you're gonna start with and stick with that leg. Airplanes, so the leg you're working is going to be the leg that stays put on the airplanes. 3, 2, 1. Airplanes. So when you come up, don't switch. Just take that same leg back again, keeping those hips level. So what I mean is as that leg comes back, the body wants to rotate to help you balance, to make it easier on those hips, to make it easier on those hamstrings. Don't let that rotation happen. Keep those hips down. In 7 seconds, you're going to keep the same leg forward. We're going to step back into a backwards lunge knee drive. 3, 2, 1. Backwards lunge knee drive. So the same leg that's been moving for the airplanes is now moving for the lunges. The same leg that's been stationary is stationary. That's the front leg, okay? Backwards lunge knee drives for 30 seconds, but you're already halfway there. In 15 seconds, keep the legs exactly the same. The moving leg is going to do 3 pulses at the bottom in 8 seconds. You still have 7 seconds here. In 5, give me a couple more with the knee drive. 3, 2, 1, pulse, 2, 3, bring it in, same leg goes back, pulse, 2, 3, bring it in. Keep going. 10 seconds down, 20 seconds left. We have 1 more move on this leg, and we know it's the backwards lunge hip opener. Right now, you should be feeling that front glute and that back quad like crazy, especially that front glute. Nice burn in that supporting leg. We have 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, lunge, open up that hip, right back into your lunge, open up that hip. How smooth is that now that we're on one leg? And we're flying. 10 seconds down, 20 seconds left. We have a nice, healthy 15 seconds of rest to shake out those legs before we go into the other side. We got to work for that rest. It's coming in 12 seconds. Keep that lunge, hip circle happening. We have 8. See if you can squeeze in at least 2 more. 5, 3, 2, one, and rest. Shake out the legs, drop your weights, give your wrists and your forearms a little break as well. Next up, we're going into the other side. Same 4 moves, your airplanes, your backwards lunge knee drives, your backwards lunge with 3 pulses, and your backwards lunge hip opener. 3, 2, 1, airplanes, other side. Take that leg up, find that balance, find that burn. You got this. Breathing the whole way through, modifying as needed, so we can always take that leg back as a little kickstand. If the lifting the leg is not working for us, we can always take away the weights if that's not working for us. 7 seconds, then that same leg stays stationary. The same moving leg is going to do backwards lunge knee drive and go for it. Lunge, drive it up, lunge, drive it up. Let's go. Let's see those legs work. It's only 30 seconds. You did 40 seconds in that first round. We went through that round a couple times. So let's finish off these legs. In 15 seconds, we're going to do this same side. So the same leg stays stationary. The same leg is moving, but we do 3 pulses. That's coming in 7. Keep going with that knee drive. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulse. 2, 3, in. Pulse. 2, 3, in. Keep going. That little split second gives you like a moment of relief before we step back and do 3 more pulses. You're already halfway there, 15 seconds. We only have 1 more move, okay? In 10 seconds, backwards lunge, hip opener. You've got this. You just have to get through 7 more seconds of pulses. Now 5, in 3, 2, 1, backwards lunge, hip opener. Keep going. You got 30 seconds. Oh, it feels like this baby is like about to fall out of me. This was like what Cohen felt like at this point as well, though. And I was like 100% certain I was going into labor early. I'm like, there's just no way he's staying in. Like every time I like move a certain way or every once in a while, it literally feels like he goes like, boom, boom. And then he had to be evicted. I had to get induced. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going back to the original side, the first side you did, but only 20 seconds on, no rest this time. We still have 20 seconds. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, I was 9 days overdue when Cohen came out. So I have a feeling it just feels like this right now. And in like, the closer I got to my due date with Cohen, the more comfortable I got and the more I was like sure he was staying in. 3, 2, 1, airplane. So we're back on that first leg, whether you're lifting the leg or doing that kickstand. Breathing. This is it for the legs, okay? This is your 4th round of 4 moves. In 5 seconds, we're staying on this side for a backwards lunge knee drive. In 3, 2, 1, lunge, drive up that knee. Lunge, drive up that knee. Now this one's a little bit harder because if you're doing the hardest version where you just go right from that lunge to that knee drive, right back to that lunge, you don't really get that same like split second of relief that you will on the 3 pulses, but that pause is coming in 3, 2, 1. So we have pulse, 2, 3, bring it in. Pulse, 2, 3, bring it in. See, doesn't that feel good? Like just to have that split second. We'll take it. We'll take anything. In 8 seconds, we have backwards lunge hip opener. Then we're done with this side. In 3, 2, 1, lunge, hip opener. Lunge, hip opener. Keep going. We got 20 seconds on this side. Then we're going to do a very, very tiny rest, just a quick 5 seconds to shake out the legs before we do the other side. But once we get through that other side, legs are totally done. Isn't that crazy? 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, quick shake. 5 seconds. We're going into airplanes on the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's keep it moving. Let's get it done. How's that airplane going? Now we've had so much practice, that balance is on point. Sometimes the little foot that's stationary likes to be crampy because it's kind of like trying to hold you stable. That's totally normal. Shake it out if you need to. Give yourself a little stretch, but come right back. 3, 2, 1. Backwards lunge knee drive. Go, go, go time. We're going to finish off those legs strong. We got 14 seconds. We have 2 more moves to get through, okay? 2 down, 2 to go. In 10 seconds, we're doing our backwards lunge with 3 pulses. You are killing it. You are doing so good. Just stick with it, okay? 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 2, 3. Bring it in. Let's go. No quitting early. except for me, who feels like her baby's about to fall over. 10 seconds. Then we're going backwards lunge, hip opener in 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Backwards lunge, hip opener. Backwards lunge, hip opener. Keep that knee climbing up. We are so close. We've got 10 more seconds and we have a really big break before we go into shoulders in 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Chill out, have a sip of water, relax those legs, drop those dumbbells for sure. You have a minute and then we're going into shoulders. So same thing here, we have 4 moves. First round is gonna look like this. 30 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. Then we're gonna go 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, and then we're gonna go 20 seconds on, 0 seconds rest before we go into chest. Now our very first move is going to be a standing fly. If you've been with me before, you know my cues. No chicken wings, okay? We want the wrist and the elbow lined up, and we want the elbow and the shoulder lined up. So we're at a 90-degree angle. Palms are facing in, holding onto your weights. You're gonna lift them up, keeping them there. Don't let the hands come in. Keep them out. That's what makes it hard on those shoulders. Down and up. We ready? So you can use 10s, you can use 8s, you can use 5s. Heck, you can use 12s if you want. Let's not be crazy while my baby feels like she's falling out. 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, lift it up, put it back down. We're here for 30 seconds, and we want to make every second count. We want to keep those shoulders down and back, core tight, keep that body still. If you find that your body, more than your arms are moving, it's an indication that you might be using something too heavy. If you're like having to throw the weight up, we want to lighten that load. 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're going to do a clean and press. So palms are going to start facing back towards your legs. You're going to flip them to the shoulders where they face forward, press them overhead, take them back to the shoulders, take them back down. As we flip, just make sure it's like a tight, quick little flip. We don't want them to swing way out here, okay? 3, 2, 1, clean and press. So we flip, press, flip them back down. Flip, press, flip them back down. Palms face back, they face forward, and then they finish facing back again. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Breathing, keeping the body still. 8 more seconds. 5 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're gonna do high pull. So palms are gonna face back towards your body. If you don't have a giant belly here, that's where you're gonna pull the weights up. I have to kind of modify to go around the belly or go a little bit more in front. But you're gonna go smooth up the body, wrist and elbows high, shoulders stay low, palms still face back, don't flip it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, high pull, or it's also called an upright row. So keep going. You want nice lift in the elbows, palms still face back towards your body. You want it to all happen close to the body. So we're not, again, like swinging out. 10 more seconds. 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're gonna do an Arnold press. So the palms are gonna actually face you. You're gonna flip them to face me, press it overhead, and then flip them back. Now, if you're feeling good, you're feeling fresh, you're gonna sweep it together like nice and smooth, okay? Kind of covers your face a little bit or like a little bit lower than your eyes. Flips, presses. If you need to break it up, you can break it up. Let's go. Face you, face me. If you need to, slow it down, break it up. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. If you're feeling good, smooth it out. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, so you've got 30 seconds. We're doing the exact same 4 moves. You did 30 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. This round is going to be 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest. We're doing standing fly. We're doing clean and press. We're doing high pull. We're doing Arnold press. Shoulders, 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 shoulders. 12 seconds. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders. This is your time to adjust that weight. If that felt like too much, if that felt too easy, adjust the weight. Let's go, standing flies, 90 degrees. 3, 2, 1, boom, lift it up. Wrist and elbows stay lined up, shoulders stay down, body stays still. 90-degree angle, no chicken wings, no side raise. We're right in the middle. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. All about that shoulder burn. In 10, in 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, we're going to do a clean and press. So we flip, we press, we flip it back down. Okay, palms start facing back. They flip forward, they press overhead, and then they flip back down. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Clean and press. Flip it, press it, flip it back down. No swinging way out away from the body. You want it to happen tight and quick. Press it, and then it comes back down the same way. So watch out for this guy. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Strong ass arms. 8 seconds. Getting ripped. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. High pull. You guys are getting ripped, and I feel like I'm being ripped apart. 10 seconds. Love when that happens on the one day that I have childcare to film. 5 seconds. High pull in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. At least I got one workout in where I like felt good and could pretty much do everything. I guess that's one workout is pretty normal a day for most people, pregnant or not. So I'm asking a lot of my body right now at 8 months pregnant. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. But you are a freaking superstar. 10 seconds. Remember those palms face back. Some things that people like to do are like this weird flip thing. They like to lift their shoulders. No. And rest. Arnold press next. And we are doing smooth if we can. And this is the last time you have to do these moves for 30 seconds. So I know it's tough, especially after all that buildup of those 3 moves, but we're gonna make it happen. 3, 2, 1. Palms face you, flip them, press them, take it back over. Smooth it out if you're feeling good. I know it's a little bit quicker that way. It's a little bit more challenging. So if you need to, break it up. Take a second, kind of like split it into 3 moves. More than halfway there. You've got 12 seconds. In 10, in 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Last round of energy. Let's find it. 20 seconds on. No rest. You still have 30 seconds. So like stretch out those poor shoulders. They have been through the ringer. In 20 seconds, we're back to your standing fly one last time. Okay. So close to being done with these moves, and actually oddly close to being done with your whole workout. It feels like this one has kind of went by pretty quickly with these switching body parts. 7 seconds, 90-degree angles, palms facing in. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. No chicken wings. We like to eat chicken wings. We don't want to do our standing flies like chicken wings. And these are quick. You did 30 seconds. It's only 20 seconds, but whew, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna hurt because there's no rest. In 5 seconds, right into your clean and press. 3, 2, 1. Flip it, press it, flip it back down. Yes, we are right into it. Hello, shoulders. Where have you been all my life? 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Next up is gonna be high pull. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go high pull. Keep the dumbbells close to your body, straight up and down, wrist and elbows high, palms stay facing back the whole time. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go right into that Arnold press. We're not gonna like it, but we're gonna love it when it's done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Face you, flip, press. Face you, flip, press. Move it out if you can. Ooh, oh my gosh. Even body weight, this is like terrible on those arms. 7 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Take a well-deserved minute of rest. Massage out those shoulders. Stretch, breathe, grab a sip of water. We have 1 section left. It is chest. The rep scheme is going to be the exact same as it was for the shoulders. So you have 3 rounds of 4 moves. You have 30 seconds on, 20 seconds rest for round 1, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest for round 2, and then 20 on, no rest for round 3. First move is going to be laying flies. We're going to lay flat on our back. We're going to open up those dumbbells, feeling a nice stretch in our chest, a gentle bend in those elbows. We're going to squeeze the chest to bring them back in and then open it back up again, okay? I'm going to stay up here because it's going to take me like 3 centuries to get down there and back up. And I don't know if I'm going to find a baby on the floor and we're going to have this recorded and it's going to go viral on YouTube if that happens. So I will stay up here. You'll be able to see me better. And you're going to lay down in 5 seconds. Grab your nice heavy weights, like a 10, a 12, a 15, in 3, 2, 1, laying flies. Open it up, bring it back. Now I want you to feel that stretch in your chest at the bottom. Keep going. You've got 30 seconds here. I love this move on a bench or on an exercise ball, so you can almost get like a little bit of an extra stretch, go a little bit past neutral or past your side position. But if we're on the floor, we should still be able to feel it when we get down there where we kind of hit our elbows and then we squeeze the chest to come back up. 7 more seconds, then we get to rest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stay down there, breathe, leave your weights at your sides. We're going to do a bench press and do a cross. So palms face the floor near your feet. You're going to tap your elbows all the way to the floor. You're going to press up, cross those weights just a little bit, not like craziness, just like a subtle cross, okay? Like even fists over fists or whatever's comfy, then back down and then switch sides. So that just gives you a little extra chest squeeze. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Cross it, then back down. Other side. So we're alternating which like dumbbell is crossing on top, and we're coming all the way into a bench press at the bottom so that elbows are actually touching the floor, and then we squeeze the chest to press back up and we get that extra little squeeze by that cross. If it's not comfy to cross, if you don't feel like you have control of the dumbbells, of course, modify, take it out to a traditional bench press. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stay right where you are. We are going to do a pullover. So this time, the palms are going to face in. If you can, keep the dumbbells separate. I say that on the tricep stuff too. If you need to, glue them together. We're going to take it over our head with a gentle bend in the elbows. You're not going to go crazy far, okay? Just as far as is comfy, where your core is connected, your back is connected. You can feel the chest, a little bit of the triceps and shoulders, and then come back up. Ready, set, let's go. A little bit over the head, and then back up. So I'm kind of taking my arms like over by the sides of my head and then squeezing to come back up. I have a gentle bend in my elbows the whole time. Ideally, I have my weights separated. If it's a struggle city, I'm going to glue them together or I'm going to drop that weight a little bit lower. 10 seconds. I mean, if you've got the flexibility and like you can keep your core and back connected, you can feel good in the shoulders, the chest, the back, and you want to tap the floor, I'm not going to stop you. And rest. Now we're going to flip over for push-ups. So push those weights out to the side. Hands stacked under the shoulders. Elbows are going to come back at a 45-degree angle. So not way out here, not a tricep push-up, somewhere in the middle, okay? Toes, if you can, or start there and then drop down. Knees, if not. If you're on your knees, make sure the hips are in front of your knees. Ready? Let's go. Take your chest down as close to the floor as you can and then press back up. Everything is traveling together, the low body and the upper body. Keep that core connected. We don't want to lose those abs. It's 30 seconds. You're halfway there. 15 down, 15 to go. Breathing, especially as you push back up, that hard part, let that breath out. 10 seconds. Now just 7 seconds. How many can we squeeze in the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stay right down on the floor for your rest. Now we're dropping it down. 30 seconds of work still, but just 15 seconds of rest. We're shaving 5 seconds off that rest. So in 20 seconds, we are back to our laying flies for the second last time. Less than 5 minutes in your whole workout. We're killing it. We're flying. You still have some time. Roll over onto that back. You can plant your feet on the floor or lay flat, whatever's comfy. I always kind of find it a little bit more comfy, easier on the abs to have my feet on the floor. Here we go. Laying flies in 3, 2, 1. Open it up. Gentle bend in those arms. Hug that beach ball. Let's go. Tap those elbows to the floor. Feel that stretch in that chest and kind of that armpit area. Squeeze that chest. So find that mind muscle connection to bring it back together. 15 seconds down. 15 to go. We are breathing. We are working. We're feeling that chest. Those shoulders have still a little burn in them, especially like going from the shoulder section and just having done push-ups. But we want to try to find that mind muscle connection with that chest. In 3, 2, one, and rest. Quick 15-second rest, bench press with that little extra cross, that little extra range of motion coming up in 10. Take a deep breath. Here we go in 5, in 3, 2, 1. Elbows right at the floor. Bring it up, little gentle cross, back down, and we're switching which arm is on top. If it's not comfy, we're doing a traditional bench press. Feeling that chest. We've got 18 seconds to go. 2 moves down, 2 moves to go. Only 1 round left after this. A few minutes, and we are in stretch city. It's going to feel so good. See how many you can squeeze in the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 15 seconds. Pull over is next. Taking those weights just like beside your head and back up or wherever is comfy. Take your time. This is kind of like a complex move, even though it seems simple. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Abs tight, shoulders down and back. Ooh, lift it back. Gentle bend in the elbows. Bring it back up. So you should be able to feel your chest, your shoulders, your back, a little bit of the triceps on this. You're here for 30 seconds, but you've done 15 of it already. Let's see if we can squeeze in at least 3 more. These are a slower move, so we're not trying to like pound out speed through reps. A little bit slower, a little bit more controlled. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds, then push up. So pump those weights over to the side. Down and up, toes, knees, whatever you got in the tank. We're starting in 7 seconds, so find that position. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down and up. Elbows coming back at 45. Take that chest down as close to the floor as you can. Hips are coming down with you, making sure we're not just doing a little dip with that upper body. 15 seconds is down already. 15 to go. Stay strong all the way through. You got it. Even if you need to take a little second at the top and then go for another one, little second at the top, go for another one, or a little quick stretch and then come back. 5 more seconds and we get to big rest in 3, 2, 1. Nice big rest. 30 seconds. Next up is our last round, but it is 20 seconds on, no rest. So obviously, like we have 3 moves in a row where you're on your back. You can easily transition from move to move. That last move, we're going to have to take like a split second to drop those weights and to flip over for the push-ups. We'll just try to transition as quickly as we can. So we have 10 seconds, then you're into your laying flies. It's only 20 seconds, so see if you can push that pace like a little bit. In 5, with control, with quality reps. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Open and close. Laying flies, last set, best set. It's only 20 seconds. You did 2 rounds of 30 seconds. This is going to be smooth sailing. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. In 8 seconds, we're going to go right into our bench press. So right now the palms are facing in towards each other. In 5 seconds, palms face the floor. 3, 2, 1. Bench press into that little squeeze cross, alternating sides. Palms are facing the floor or facing your feet. We have 12 seconds. Then pull over. So the palms are going to face in towards each other again in 7. See how many more bench presses you can do in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms face in, pull over. So slow these reps down a little bit. Give me some more control, some more resistance as those weights come back. 10 seconds is down. In 10 seconds, we're going to transition as quick as we can. We're going to put those weights off to the side. We're going to flip over for our body weight push-ups in 5, 3, 2, 1. Get rid of those weights. Flip yourself over. Let's see those push-ups. We only have 15 seconds. Then it's stretch time. Let's go. Let's go. In 10. How many can you do in the last 7? In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome job. Let's stay right back here. We are going to stretch it out. We are actually going to roll over onto your back and let's do a figure 4 stretch. So let me see if you'll be able to see me. I'm down here. I hope so. Okay. Cross one leg over the other. Pull that leg in towards you, feeling that stretch in that crossed over leg. So the glute, the hip. I'm going to stay there for 8 more seconds. Then we're going to do one more stretch on this side before we switch to the other side. In 3, 2, 1. We're going to straighten out that bottom leg. You're going to take your knee over to the opposite side. Reach and look away from it. So a nice little twist. And if you can take that knee down to the floor, awesome. If it feels better to have a gentle bend in your knees, go for it. And other side. So we're going to do the crossover leg. Pull that bottom leg in towards you. I love this stretch. If you've got tight glutes or even a tight low back on one side, crossing over that leg will feel really nice. Stay there. Take a nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Straighten out that bottom leg. Take that knee over to the opposite side. Feel that nice twist, reaching and looking to the opposite side. Breathe. We're going to stay for 5. Stay there for 3, 2, 1. Come on up. We're going to do a little butterfly stretch. So sit on your bum, feet together, knees out to the side. Use your elbows to push your knees away and try to take your head down towards your feet. Shoelace came untied. How does one shoelace come untied when they like barely move? 3, 2, 1. We're going to flip it over. We're going to do a little chest stretch. So we're going to come onto our hands and our knees. Take your hands a little wide, one way wide out to the side, and drop that side of your chest, the front of your shoulder, down into the floor. Then switch. Take the other hand way out. Drop that side down into the floor. Feel that nice little, like, I'm almost kind of twisting away. And then let's go into child's pose. So we can sit right back onto our feet. Come from 3, 2, 1. Let's walk the hands over to one side and let's feel that opposite shoulder. Remember all that shoulder work? Feels like a long time ago, but it happened. Stay there, plant those hands in. 3, 2, 1, and then walk it over to the other side. Same thing, plant that hand, kind of pull the body away from the hands a little bit. Find that spot where you can feel the stretch in the opposite shoulder. And then come back to all fours. This time, hands right under the shoulders. And we're going to use one hand to reach under to the opposite side, dropping the back of the shoulder right into the mat, like we're doing our standing shoulder stretch, but using the floor as some resistance. We can just melt the head down into the floor. And then switch. Same thing on the other side. Big reach under, feeling the shoulder, the back, a little bit of the oblique even. Stay there for a nice deep breath. In 3, 2, 1. Back to hands and knees. Tuck the toes under. Let's reach into downward dog. So reaching through those heels, feeling a stretch all along the back of the legs, calves, hamstrings. Stay there for a breath. And then walk the hands and the feet together. Little hamstring stretch after all those airplanes. Gentle bend in those knees and then roll it on up. We are done. Thank you so much for sweating with me. I will see you in the next one.